Hey, welcome back, everyone. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend here. We are back with another 2 versus 2 domination game, this time on the monastery map. We are, as you can see my enthusiasm, playing in the night, and this is mid-war. I have heavily adjusted kind of the brightness here because this map is disgusting in this filter at night. But this should hopefully be decent enough to watch. Everything may just be a little orangey in this dusk. But yeah, we're playing as the Soviets. Mid-war, like I said, so pretty beefy squads here. We are rolling with the support doctrine. We went random at the start of this game. And Spexel question, we do not have the best heavy tanks. KB1 range 42s looking like our best. Shielded T-34 is pretty cool. KB8 as well. But not a doctrine that I'd play often, because obviously mid-war. Probably more played than early war, but definitely not a well-played one on my end. But we started off with 2 squads, a recon and a regular rifle squad. It's pretty great that the recon squads for the Soviets are so large. Specs mentions he gets defensive again. Maybe not the best, but we'll see. He's playing as UK, so no idea what defensive UK gets. But being nighttime, it's pretty beneficial to have a lot of recon out, just so that we can kind of see as much of the map as possible and get pretty decent vision. As you guys saw in the last nighttime game that we uploaded, that we hard carried when our teammate dropped for a 3v2. We didn't have a lot of recon, so kind of felt like we couldn't see much. But just reaffirming that this map is so terrible and ugly for nighttime. I like it in the daytime. It's a pretty okay map, I think, overall for balance. No, yeah, it's being featured as long as it's a good game. And obviously, since we're recording this and this is up on the channel, it's a pretty good game, decent enough to make it up. This was recorded a couple weeks back. We just have quite a few different things that we've got going on, obviously, right now to get uploaded. So our RNG series is kicking off with quite a few good episodes already, with a couple more coming out. We also have our upcoming Conquest series, which will officially kick off on Wednesday here. So stay tuned for that. You guys voted along for that, so very excited to get that one out. Should be pretty interesting with what we're doing and kind of how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out in the future for sure. But yeah, stay tuned. Finally got around to that, so you'll have that on Wednesday, and another RNG series video coming up probably maybe next week, following week. We've got some other stuff to post, so definitely lots of great content coming out on the channel. Thank you guys for following along and watching, and hope you guys have been enjoying it. But back to the gameplay. So as you guys saw with the support doctrine, we do get an engineer in a squad, which is pretty handy in that sapper squad. So we're using him to put up some sandbags along kind of the ridge line here. We also have some miners, so I've been throwing down, or I was throwing down a couple AT mines on that side. I was going to put the AP mines there as well, but I'm actually pulling them back over to our home point. I will just kind of mine off the entrance to our home point there. Looks like we've pretty much got the right side for our control. With Bexel going over onto the left. We definitely want to push out further to that northeast, considering They're making a hard push, and the next spawn is here as well with the start of tier 2. I want to try to coordinate, because coordination is key. We can either go with the T-50 or the Su-28. Looks like he is an AEC or a cruiser. I think for mid-war it's the cruiser CS, right? I think so. We'll see. See what it brings in. Looks like it is a... Oh yeah, it is a CS. Cool. So he's got a CS Vic. I'll end up going with the T-50 then, because I'm going to play off of that. I'll try to counter any armor threats that go for him. And hopefully he can do some damage with that CS Vic for the infantry. We're pushing up some Marines on the flank here. We're going to try to push out as far as we can. I do believe in Domination there are some spawn points out this way. So I want to try to circle around and kind of utilize some of these dips in the terrain. There's also some pre-built foxholes and they're not really trenches, but deep foxholes, I guess, up ahead too that we can kind of get in. We got a decent hold. Looks like the first Vic is out. Looks like it's a T-26. So thin light armor. Looks like we've... Oh my god, what is this? T-50 can't get over the trench. Fantastic. I'm going to spread the boys out slightly. They're a little too bunched up. That T-26 firing at us, taking out the sandbags there. And I think we can maybe decap this with our 2 guys. And we'll get close. Nearly. Smoke out here. Maybe we can get across the street. Looks like he's coming in as well. And we'll see if we can get a couple more sandbags up here. Right now we're really utilizing kind of what we have at the very least in our columns to make a pretty decent position. We've kind of pushed, I don't know, maybe across the halfway point of the map. Maybe we're kind of like, because it's diagonal in this versus battle zones, which is technically the other way. So maybe we haven't really tried to get up on this T-26. I don't know if I have kind of the pathway with the elevation. Oh my god, this guy. Come on, get over it. Oh my god, finally. With the direct control. Terrible. Terrible AI. Well, we'll bring this guy up. Try to get him up here. Going down into this divot. We kind of slow a little bit. The T-26 is definitely behind the ridge, so we don't really have a good point of view on him. Absolutely decimating our infantry, though. But we've got a decent position up here. I'm liking our hold at the moment. We can kind of take advantage a little bit. See if we can maybe keep kind of sneaking up and get some guys in these positions. Bexley thinks they're probably saving likely the German player. I don't really know if the Finnish player, especially in mid-war, has decent tanks to get. Was that Piat? Nice. Looking for the thank you button, but I can't find it in the moment. But appreciate that. Love a Piat. So that's super handy. Appreciate the teamwork on that. Because that'll be very beneficial, because I can just kind of lob shells into the terrain wherever that T-26 is if we can get close. So that's kind of what you want to do. You want to partner with your teammates to kind of help each other out. So even if he's not microing it, I mean, he gave it to me to use, and hell, we'll use it if we can here. But our wall is going up. It looks like there is a sniper somewhere based on the kill feed. Our boys, looks like probably a Finnish sniper, boasting somewhere. So it's probably the irregular actually, no. Probably not the irregular doctrine. Probably just a regular sniper, I think. Could be wrong on that, though. But they've got a sniper somewhere, which good and bad. We're able to get that secondary point, which is great. Our mines are down on the home point. Vexel's got a pretty nice position. He's been able to get out further onto the east, which is great. We pretty much have straight across the map covered. There's some ersatz come into the middle from our opponents. New spawn is kind of in between no man's land here, I'll call it. Looks like they're able to get into it first, but we can also kind of sneak up. We did pull in our own sniper to try to counter theirs. And then I'm going to bring in my first commissar as well to get some better spotting. Get that out early. We're going to try to smoke out on the approaches to this point and see if we can get up there. We'll also make sure we get the Piat up as well. These points are spawning in this, and in this area that we're in, it's very terrain beneficial. So we can kind of hide in the dip down there and maybe even get that point, potentially. At least contest it. Try to see if I can spot the sniper. Not able to. Is there some type of light tank moving up that we did ping? Some type of Vic, I think. Oh yeah, Landsberg. There's a pops in the view. So Landsberg's rolling up. Pulled out the additional Piat rounds from the ammo guy. Just make sure the Piat guy has all the rounds as possible. Which of our guys are running out of ammo here on the defensive wall. We'll call in a Marine squad. We're going to try to just get a couple of these guys up into the point if we can. Try to zigzag it through. Only a couple guys shooting, but they're so slow in the terrain going up. Even the slightest little slope staggers their running quite heavily. They've been able to push off my right flank and cleared most of the guys there. Probably that Landsberg that's done most of the damage. We have been able to neutralize this point, though. I do see the bush moving there, so I'm hoping I can get a grenade off, but looks like may have crawled out of the way. We'll split off a couple guys of this reinforcement squad, go out to the right as he is making a push. And we'll just get the sniper up on the wall as Bex does ping the guys making the push. So it's great that both of us have a very good eye on the minimap right now. So we're both able to kind of ping different spots for each other to help. You want to be as attentive to the minimap as possible. And just in general, I'd say go and get to halt. You kind of want to rely on more so infantry than vehicles. Notice how both of us only have our 2 DP call-ins right now. And then our opponents have technically gotten like 4 or 5 different vehicles, I'd say. Because we got the T-26, which is an MP buy. You've got whatever that tank destroyer Bex just pinged. Probably from the Germans. That's that. There's been the 2cm Panzerjäger. Yeah, Panzerjäger 1. There's oh god, whatever that other light tank was. I think it was a Panzer II. And then you've also got the Landsberg. So I mean, they've got at least 5 vehicles out on the field compared to how we've only bought 2. We're both CP locked technically. But that's more so because we've just got so much infantry. And we can just kind of, like I said, play for time in this. We're putting pressure on this point. They don't really have enough infantry to kind of contest us. I don't think they're CP locked. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. I wouldn't really know. But they don't really have the infantry to kind of contest us right now. They're relying more on vehicles. And it's kind of giving way to certain areas of the map that they can't really push. Like Bex is starting to make pushes over on the northeast into the wooded area. And then we've consistently pushed on the southwest up pretty far. And I mean, we're taking this point that should easily be theirs. As you can see both the T-26 and the Landsberg running. Yes, to Bex Hill's question. If it's time to repair a half-damaged vehicle, I would say so. I would say go for it. You don't always have to, but to my understanding, there are damage to vehicles does have slight impacts. I could be wrong. Someone can correct me in the comments, but accuracy and things like that. And if there's time, why not just repair? He's not really getting pushed. So, I mean, if he's got time to repair that CS, why not, right? The Panzer II moves up. We move up the T-50 to try to go for it. We do get the next spawn kind of, again, close to them. Really in a pretty pretty advantageous position for us in terms of terrain, because they're so passive and really only getting vehicles and not infantry. We have such a dominant position overlooking both of these points. We tried to go for the Landsberg. You got a nice bounce off of us, so we're going to pull back. We did take out the Panzer II, though. But we can just kind of push up and cap these points because they're not really spawning on their side of the hills. They're spawning on our side, and they got to expose themselves, which is why map positioning is so important early in the game. If they were more aggressive and we were kind of fighting over this road where the Commissar is right now, instead of fighting over that back ridge line more towards their home point, they could have easily gotten those 2 points. That one that we're capping now might have been a little contested, but would have been a lot better. And I've played a couple games recently where, you know, the reason I'm saying this is I've been seeing or having, we'll say, teammates that kind of prioritize vehicles and they're behind on their infantry buys, either with just timing or just not really getting infantry in general. And you kind of run into situations where you're getting pushed back because you don't have the infantry. You're trying to regain ground. You're rushing up vehicles without line of sight, and then you just kind of get shellacked. For some reason, I thought the T-26 was a lot closer, so I was throwing TNT, but, you know, obviously way further back. That does nothing. We are at tier 2. We can get a KV-8, flame. We would consider a recon plane, and I am going to go for it. We've got the DP, considering what I want to buy at this point, because we're going to go with the KV. 1942, obviously, is our heaviest tank. But we're gonna recon plane, just get some eyes out, see what's coming. But yeah, timing with infantry buys, like I was saying, is super important. If you're kind of low on infantry and you can buy infantry, better tier 1 or even, you know, tier 2 in, might as well get it. It's better than waiting until all of your guys are dead and then getting it out, because you're gonna have to run across the map and you're gonna lose the position. So, again, timing of infantry buys is super, super important. Making sure you always have infantry out on the field is super important. You can see we're at tier 2. I've still got CP left, but even with the start of tier 2, I haven't called in a tier 2 tank. I haven't called anything in. We could, but there's just no point. I say, as we get absolutely rinsed by a 75. Which is unfortunate there. But again, that just opened up our CP. It was a DP buy. We haven't spent any MP on it. We've got great positioning for our infantry here. It's an AT gun. Probably a DP buy, I would think. But I'm not stressed because we're in a great position and we've captured every point so far because they aren't able to really push up. So, just goes to show how sometimes, you know, the slightest buys or the slightest planning in terms of, you know, when you buy something plays into it in the long run. But our reinforcements are coming up as we're starting to lose the right side here. So we'll take a couple of these guys and send them over to the right. Looks like it's a sniper, maybe doing a lot of the damage to us. And we'll keep kind of pressing up and applying pressure here on the side. So he's trying to crawl further to the right to kind of regain that territory. I'm trying to throw a grenade here, but for some reason it is not working. There we go. Finally. Took a slight second. When he's crawling up, he does get a nice nade there over the destroyed Stube. Good on him for that one. That was me getting zoned out on the left side, though. Slightly. And we've got 950 MP. Save. We've got plenty of options for tanks. Thinking again at T-34, 1942. And we will. We'll hold off on our DP for now. And we haven't really seen much. I'm assuming the German player is probably going to go with a Tiger. So I'm slightly nervous about that at this point. We're more than likely to see the Tiger, I would think, than the Panther and the Support Doctrine. Both are very good for mid-war, in my opinion. I've been trying to get a video of the mid-war support German Doctrine with the Panther for the longest time, but we just are not able to get far into games, even the Domination games, lately, for some reason. One day we'll get that up on the channel. But I'm expecting the Tiger out from the German player. I'm not really sure what his doctrine is. Panzerjäger was there. We did get a nice shot into the fog of war. Set him on fire. Panzer II is repaired. It's somewhere in the tree line. We don't have line of sight. I'm going to go for the T-26 as long as he doesn't move. I don't think we can get over that berm, but maybe if we run up, we'll be able to. Got decent line of sight. Although I can't really see him. I'm trying to see if I can trick it into showing him. It was rough location. I thought that was it. That was HE. Oh, actually it was, but we were just short. I don't think it would have done much, though, with this caliber. But we do put a round in as we're crawling up. He's been able to push up pretty far, and it looks like they might actually get this point as well. We do have reinforcements here, though. Yeah, we'll see if we can maybe get in here. Second the kill feed, T-34 did take out the T-26, which is great. So that's down. So a lot of their MP tanks already gone. Landsberg's dead. T-26 is dead. Panzer II is still kicking, but the Panzerjäger 1 is down. Looks like he still has that AT gun up on the hill looking down. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we can really get to this point. Trying to see if I can spot the sniper. I believe he's got to be on this back hill somewhere based on where he's shooting. Or where my guys are dying, I should really say. Not really where he's shooting. If I can spot him, I'll try to counter snipe. Or maybe I'll even bring up the T-34 and maybe put some HE on him. But we're going to bring the T-34 back. We're a little exposed where we are right now. We're going to slowly start crawling up. Well, the sniper is just decimating. Oh, there he is. All right. He's actually pretty far up. Our sniper is able to shoot, but does miss first shot. Looks like Bex is moving over to the Cruiser CS, so that'll be great. Get some shells lobbing down into this terrain. Looks like the sniper also maybe ran off potentially. I'm trying to spot, see if I can see anything out in the distance. Don't see much. Moving the cruiser into support. It's not the best angle for it, though. But he'll be able to clear out that close foxhole. Or should be able to, at least. But that further one in the back might get in a little trouble. Trying to see if I can spot the AT gun. If he's moved it, he might have, or we just didn't go over it in the fog of war. Ton of guys here that I do ping. If we can get some HE on them, that'd be huge. We are going to call up another Marine squad, get them going into that same area. Considering we already have our reinforcements here, so we don't have to call in anything else to get them in. Ooh. BT-42 just missed us. We both pinged at the same time. We're going to go crazy again, we haven't spent any of our DPs, so any of our real DPs, so we can certainly get in go balls to the wall and just one-hit him. Hook him off. The AT gun is still up there, so I'm going to try to sneak this guy back down if I can. As he does ping it, we are able to get down. I confirm that. Didn't know T-34 had stabilizer. Yeah, neither did I. That stabilizer on that thing is whack. Just going over the dips in the terrain and just one hit the BT-42 there. Wild, wild. But we did get the other spot, as you can see on the map, closing out our home point. In theory, this battle should be them pushing probably our home point more, and just like we're pushing kind of their side. But they're just unable to. I don't even know if actually they're unable. I just think they haven't really been pushing. The German player has got to be way more aggressive. We've seen a lot of the Finnish player over here, but the German player is just kind of sitting back. Got some type of medium. That does get pinged there. We're a little bit late getting to it. We're trying to micro on the other side. Looks like it is a Panzer IV. So another MP tank. Tried to get a shot. We're going to get him repaired, the T-34 repaired while we're dueling here. He turns into it. We do take out 2 guys and do some damage. Not full kill bow. Looks like we got a Stuart 5 as well, doing some damage into him. Looks like the Finn player is crawling back up here, so we'll try to get up and throw some nades. We'll pull back the sniper as well, just to be safe. Looks like we can't actually get too close without getting spotted. Panzer 4 is tracked. Ooh, we do get a nice turret on it. Oh, maybe we can get lucky. No, we just missed. That's some type of light tank. Looks like, is that another T-26, I believe? Yep. There's another T-26. Another MP tank from the Finn player. It was in a decent position for the T-34 to get some shots on it, but it sounds like it's not firing anymore for some reason. So maybe he moved up out of line of sight. Oh yeah. It's like we can. Maybe we'll try one more shot. Nah, I don't think we can pen through whatever we're trying to go through right now. Got a really nice position kind of in the center here, and we're going to call up some reinforcements to get up here as well. Looks like Bexel did bring in a heavy, so it's probably a Churchill with some type. We do have a Churchill on our side coming out. It's like there's either another sniper or it's the same sniper out on this right flank. We'll call in some more Marines over there as well. We'll actually switch it up. We'll put the first squad that we called in over there to get them up quicker. And we'll put the second squad back into the center. Because we're losing that right flank. That is now my priority. We're about 1 minute and 12 to tier 3. Still have 170 DP. We can absolutely be calling things in, but we're not. There's just no point right now. There hasn't really been anything to really challenge us. Although if we did go with the like the KB8 Flame or the shielded T-34, in hindsight, we could maybe push that right flank a little bit better and a little sooner. But in the moment, doesn't really feel like any need to. Panzer 4 is doing some damage on the T-34, and he does hull break us. There's also another BT-42 from the Finn player out as well. That might be a DP buy. I don't know if that's standard mid-war buy in MP. Likely is DP, I think. I have no idea what else the Finnish player would get. Maybe that AT gun. But yeah, with the, like Bexel said, the Churchill was a little slow getting up there. Not even a concern. I kind of wanted to lose that anyway, because we're so close to tier 3. And it is here now. We do get the next spawn in the woods. 42 is trying to clear out the guys in the center. Because we'll dig a couple foxholes kind of on this ridge line to just slowly push up. Trying to rush guys over onto the right, but they're just getting shredded as they come. They do run back down. Looks like there's a machine gun of some type over on the left, over on that right side, hitting us. And we're gonna keep trying to push up here as close as we can. We could go with some heavy arty, but I don't really know. I don't really like single shot arty. I don't think it's that good. I've got no artillery guys out on the field either from like any other emplacements that I could switch in to kind of up the veterancy and the accuracy quicker. But that could have been something you know, we could have done at some point, is maybe get like a field howitzer or something early on. But, you know, hindsight's 2020. We'll pull up the shielded T-34 now. And we'll send that out onto the right. I mentioned I could go with the arty if we so desire. But there's not really much use for it. We haven't seen any big call-ins from the German player yet. I don't think the KV... I mean, I'm sure it could pen it, but it's going to have a challenge. We're going to have to get close with the KV, which is kind of my thought here. Might be better off getting 2 KVs in the long run. Trying to go at it that way. We're going to smoke out across this ridge and start pushing up to get better line of sight and start advancing on their home point here. They've given us a lot of leeway, so it's about time we start taking advantage of this. Our other squad is also up. We've lost quite a few guys to the sniper and the MG on this flank, but we're going to smoke out a little bit here and start pushing with the T-34. I want to try to take this far right and then push over onto the hill that hill right there that overlooks kind of our home point. Feel like that'll be a pretty nice position. He's had his AT gun up there for a while. It could still be there. Try to take out that MG. Both the sniper and the T-34 are going at it. Sniper does take out a guy. He is trying to push over this ridge line as well, but really not able to do much against us. Looks like we've cleared a nice opening through this little valley area. We are going to continue to push up. Looks like there's a couple more guys laying around, some Jakari. And another Maxim, it sounds like. So we'll move up the T-34. Try to engage that. We might be putting ourselves at risk of that AT gun. Let's see. We're going to bring in the KV-1 1942 into the center. I want to try to get it into this little valley in between the 2 ridge lines. The one that we have defended right now and the one we've pushed up to. It's like he's going to try to push left and sneak some AT in. At the same time, the German player is making a move. So that should be interesting. Get a lucky shot on the Maxim to take that out in the fog of war. We're going to keep our advance up. Looks like we've got a very open path here. Like maybe 1 or 2 guys left, 3 guys now down there. But we're using the terrain to our advantage, which is perfect. We're going to call in a reinforcement squad there as well. And finally, the Tiger makes an appearance with 15 minutes left. So we finally see what it is, where it is. It's been hiding in the fog of war for the longest time. As soon as that thing came out, he probably should have gotten very aggressive with it. I really don't think we have much to counter it, especially with his range. Again, if they had good positioning at the start, it'd be a lot easier for them to just kind of continue pushing. 155 do anything? I have no idea. Maybe. We pulled the KV over onto this flank, though, instead of over to the center. Button's firing at the shielded T-34, and it is the AT gun. We're going to push the KV up with HE, trying to take it out. You miss. And we are crew shocked as well. T-34 lost most of its crew, so we are going to repair it with the one guy. The sniper's actually running up with an 8 grenade to try to take that out. I hate it when it does that, man. I really just want him to, like, shoot the sniper rifle, but I always switch to 18 to run at it. Still unsure of what can pen the Tiger in mid-war. If anyone knows in terms of UK and what could pen the Tiger the most effectively, please let me know. Mid-war only. I know it can pen it in late war, but we've smoked out the KV. We're pushing up with this Marine squad as well. So we also have an AT tank destroyer. Looks like it's a Stug, along with what I believe is the Panzer IV over here as well. We got 3 different types of AT going at us. We've been able to sneak this guy up far on this hill. He does have a... Oh, actually, he's got a couple guys here. He had one guy that was running up, but he stopped. It's the German player. I think that's a German player. And we're able to run right behind these guys and get this 18-8 off. And I'm pretty sure that damaged the gun, so we won't be able to fire it. We get a second nade off, though, to kill the rest of the crew on it. We're going to continue our push up here. And we need to get some more tank crew out for the shielded T-34. KV's taking some heavy damage, but they haven't been able to full pen it yet. But the tracks are down. We're going at the Stug. It is a... Oh, and there's a BT-42 here as well. Jesus, they got everything on us. We've taken everyone's kind of attention in this KV. Both players are focusing on us right now. Vex is giving us, looks like another Piat attachment. Although I haven't even used the first one, unfortunately. It's kind of a letdown. I was hoping they were going to push more, and then I'd be able to just kind of sneak out and do some damage. The Stug is pulling back. We may have gunned it. We've lost the crew of the guys that were trying to repair the tracks. We're going to try to get out again and do it. We take out the BT-42 there, which is fantastic. We've got a hard push coming up. We've been able to really fold in this flank now, and we're using the ridgeline of these hills to just kind of sneak up and get better positions, and sight lines as well. And our sniper is just doing work. He's already vet 6. Crazy. Got a very handy lead here. We're going to send 3 guys into the T-34. We'll send the last guy over to the KV. These guys are going to run out of time very quickly if they don't start making moves. Actually, they need to make moves. They need to push our home point. I don't know why the Tiger isn't over here helping. The Tiger on this flank is huge. Because I'm tracked, they could easily take out the KV, and then all I've got is the shielded T-34 right now, which wouldn't be able to go head-to-head with the Tiger. We're going to send the Piat over onto the right. Still plenty of guys laying around, but we're in a really good position. KV is repaired in terms of tracks, so we can get him moving. And we're going to bring the shielded T-34 over onto the far right, along with calling in our second Commissar. We're going to bring him out onto the right as well. See if we can get him up on that hill if we can take it. And then just get eyes into their, what I believe is their spawn. We're advancing up into the center now as well. And I'm going to see if maybe Bexel can kind of push into that area. We get another spawn right as the T-34 rolls over the ammo crate, which is unfortunate, but see if they still had this position and had been able to hold it down. I mean, they would have had another easy spawn point. I don't think it would have done much at this rate, but, you know, anything helps, right? We'll slowly crawl the boys up. There's nothing in terms of infantry at their home point, so we'll sneak these. Not even sneak. We're just going to bum rush in with these guys and start the cap. Only 3 guys, so I don't think we're going to be able to do much. We should be able to at least decap it. We've moved up a whole squad of boys onto that hill. Sug is coming back for the KV. We're going to see if we can move up the shielded T-34. Get a flank shot on it. I think we're in range, but I don't think the angle's the best. So there's a couple guys laying on the ground here, so we're going to try to move up and deal with them. Lose a couple of our own, though. And they've made it back into the point to recap, or at least start the recap. So the Stug is tracked. And now he's engine. Yeah, the biggest takeaway so far for them, way too passive with the Tiger. Two takeaways. Way too passive with the Tiger. As soon as they could have bought that and gotten it out, they needed to start pushing. I should have seen the Tiger on this flank helping. I think the German player is kind of way too passive in terms of assisting the Finn player. And like the Finn player comments, the tanks are just way too trashy to deal with mine. They are practically the same armor, minus the Stug, obviously, but a lot of them were kind of captured Soviet tanks. Yeah, they needed a little better in terms of the infantry play, a little less empty tanks, a little more infantry. And definitely more aggressive in terms of the Tiger. Sonoma fascist. Faction, yep. Yep. We moved up the KV to get on that hill and start firing. T-34 is heavily damaged yet again. We're going to have to call up another vehicle to actually get some repair kits out of. Sniper can crawl up a little bit better and start putting some shots into the trench line. KV's going up against the Panzer IV. Still no Tiger. The Panzer IV is enough to finally hold Brakos. But where there was one, there is another. Because we have more DP saved still. So we'll call in yet another KV-1, get him up back into the same spot. Move up the 2 officers to get a better line of sight. As that KV does fully go down. These 2 guys are actually Vet 6, or at least one of them is. So we're going to try to get him up into the next KV. Sounds like the UK squads don't really have smokes. Or maybe it's whatever he called in his doctrine. Bit of a grenade war going up and down the hill for both of us. The BA-6 is here, so we're just gonna... BA-64, technically not BA-6, but BA-64 is there, so we'll put the repair kits into the KV, or, into the T-34 to make sure it's fully repaired, which it is. Clayton Stug is down. We got another light tank. Need us another Panzer II rolling in. Need more infantry. Not Panzer IIs unless that's just been sitting there the entire time, which I wouldn't really recommend doing either. Smoke battle on our end. We've heavily smoked out this hill. We're just kind of utilizing it to our advantage. We can see pretty much, I mean, vision-wise, it's not fully in, but, you know, we can see a decent amount. We're not going to go with the KV up onto the hill this time. We're going to kind of keep them lower. For now, at least. And we'll make sure that we switch these two original tank crewmen in. And we'll continue our push up. Five minutes left. And a score that spans over, what is that, 500 points, I believe, with some quick math. Obviously, this is not in their favor. We likely have this. I believe there's even a Sturmpanzer 1, so the Bison self-propelled gun, over on that eastern flank. I think I saw it pop up briefly on the minimap. I don't think it's a BT. So I mean, they could use that as well, but I don't know. We didn't really see that at any point. With this officer, we're going to try to click the home point. Yeah, it is the Sturmpanzer. Based on that shelf. We'll try to take the rest of this hill and start pushing down so we can get the officer up here safely. We'll also move the T-34 over there as well. Bex has managed to take that trench line that we called a little while back, which is perfect. Stug is up. We'll move up to T-34, get a nice shot into the engine block to set it on fire. We did take a shot from the Panzer IV in the fog of war, so I'm trying to see if I can see where it comes from when he fires, and he gets our gun. So that goes in their favor. We do have the KV here, though, so I'm going to try to get a flank shot on it if I can. We got no idea if the Tiger still exists. Might be extinct at this point. Haven't seen it at all, man. At all. Brief appearance. They needed that thing over on this flank. We've just completely folded them over here. Sturmpanzer hasn't done anything. That would have been great. Even that could have gone against the T-34s. Not the T-34. Damn, the KV, man. Jesus. Put that thing in the fog of war if I can't see it. Get a nice lucky shot. Hull break us. One shot. There's the Tiger. But it's rolling back. Fight me, man. You got 2 minutes left. Fight me. Why are we playing so passive? Let's go. Come on. We're going to push up. Big foxholes on the top of this ridge. On the lower portion of this ridge, at least. We've got the perfect point of view. Perfect line of sight. They're probably all defending in the wood line now. And just the home point directly. And we're crawling guys in as well. Something detonates there. Oh, that was the KV. Nearly killed the sniper. 39 kills. Holy crap. That guy has been everywhere, man. Doing work since the beginning of the game. Crazy. 39 kill sniper right now. So we got a recon plane coming in from Bex. Nice. Tiger is running to the back of the map. Panzer IV is also running. There is nothing by the home point. We're going to move up the T-34 with 45 seconds left. I'm trying to bait the Panzer IV into fighting me. Oh, actually, it's my recon plane. Duh, I'm an idiot. You can call that in. He's not even the right doctrine. My plane. It was my guy. Stupid. Messed up. Goading the Panzer IV into fighting me, but he's still running. We try to take a shot through the trees. At this rate, there's nothing that, you know, can equate to value to catch up, so we might as well lose it. Panzer IV gets a nice shot on the engine. We'll try to duke it out with the 2 tanks, with our KV coming up as well, hopefully. We are capping their home point. He tracks us. We get a hit through him with 3 seconds. 2, 1. Game over. Dominant victory. Crazy amount of infantry kills there. Way too passive on their end, but I hope you guys did enjoy. We will see you on the next one.